KC97 is certainly a landmark for anyone who drives past the airport on Biddle Road. We've got a much closer look at it now. Describe to me what's in this park area and a little bit about the KC97.
You know, there's plaques beneath us of a lot of the people who donated to the cause when we were renovating it. A lot of people involved, a lot of volunteers. So we turned it into a feature that can be used as a building, meets all building standards, and kind of a park area here. People have barbecued, there's been a wedding, there's all sorts of parties, business meetings, and it was also dedicated as a Veterans Memorial, which took place a few years ago, and a place where the people can remember. And this particular aircraft and this type of aircraft has a tremendous history. It was built in about 1950 and served in the Korean time and the Vietnam time, and then did a lot of civilian work. So it's pretty tremendous history. We keep it secure, and yet we've made it convenient so the people can operate in it very effectively. And people were concerned about liability at one time, but we've made it very safe and ADA approved.
You wouldn't know it by looking at the outside, but what it looks like on the inside.
It's a lot of space in here. They've had sit-down dinners with pretty much the full 49 people.
Yeah.
So it's sizable and very unique.
What was the most unique use of this that you can think of?
Well, it hauled regular cargo, but they call it a KC, means that it hauled fuel, and this was one of the first in-air refuelers. And it was pretty exciting because it would actually, it's turbine driven, but it would actually refuel jets, and they'd get to a high altitude and then dive to get enough speed for the jet, so they'd do the fueling in a diving maneuver. So pretty exciting aircraft.
All right, how did it land here? How did we get it here?
You know, Jack Erickson, the former owner of Erickson Air Crane, had bought it from the boneyard down in one of the deserts for the engines. And he used those on another aircraft, and when he was done, there was actually somebody looking at scrapping it for him, and we approached him and asked him to donate it to the county for a tax write-off instead. And it took us a year or two, but we got the donation. And then the Air National Guard and all the people on the glass there helped us get it into a static display renovation, and then from there we've been able to meet building codes. So it's just been fantastic for all the people that use it.
And the cockpit's usable? I mean, can you
it is, yeah. And a lot of kids go in there and just have a wonderful time.
So as part of the package, you can come up here in the cockpit and flip the switches and pretend to fly?
Yeah, and the young kids who have birthday parties on here, that's the highlight of it for them. And we've made it as safe as we can, and so that it doesn't get damaged. But and we have scout troops that have spent the night on here. They do their winter campouts sometimes, and I know they fly missions all night sometimes. It brings out the kid and everybody.
Yeah, so you can actually do an overnight in here?
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity. You know what, and the thing that stands out to me is that, yeah, like any airplane cockpit, there's a bazillion dials and switches and buttons and that sort of thing.
It's pretty fun.